For decades, Al Cleinman has been a student of the business of optometry. As a consultant, he's been instrumental in the development of some of North America's most successful optometry practices. Each week, he addresses timely topics to help optometrists build and improve. And now, here's Al with his insights on the business of eye care.
We need more staff, the optician told me. It was a Friday morning. The relatively small optical gallery was already bursting with people at 9 a.m. There were only 4 chairs to hold waiting patients. The client was awaiting a new building that was still a year away. They had little room for more staff. Why are these people here, I asked. Well, 2 are here for adjustments and 3 are waiting to pick up their new eyewear, I was told. What to do? Digging a bit deeper into the operation, I reviewed the frame lines that the practice was carrying. As a farming community, their chosen brands were conservative and at the lower end from a pricing perspective. One would have been hard-pressed to spend more than $200 on a frame. Upon discussion with the optician manager, I learned that the practice positioned themselves as being very value-oriented. Indeed, a recent patient satisfaction survey that we had completed for the practice showed that patients rated price as the number 4 most important aspect of the practice. Historical records demonstrated that about 20% of the patients that came into the optical were there for an adjustment or warranty issue. This non-revenue generating activity was sucking up patient care time. Worse, the fact that the patient had to drive to town, take up their valuable time for what seemed to be frequent quality challenges was a brand killer. In a follow-on meeting with the owner and optician, we discussed the perceived staffing challenge. We need more staff to handle the volume of activity, but we don't have any room for them, the owner reinforced. What should we do, he asked. The solution was clear to me. Stop selling crap, I explained. Well, the rest of the story goes like this. Practice changed out their frame lines to increase the quality of their offerings. The number of adjustment interactions dropped like a rock. The demand for staff dissipated. The average revenue per eyewear sale went up by $100. And by the way, in a follow-on satisfaction survey, the importance of price dropped from 4 to 7, in spite of a huge increase in per patient revenue. Why? Because in the absence of anything else, price prevails. Situations like this occur daily in optometry land. Unfortunately, leaders often treat the management symptom, but not the strategic disease. The examples are many. Why is the phone ringing? Why are 10% of your claims being rejected? Why is John showing up late once a week? Why are you running 30 minutes behind by 11 a.m.? As CEO of your enterprise, unlike your role as an optometrist, your job isn't to come up with answers, it's to ask questions. Your strategic focus should be to get to the root cause of any issue. Your phone is ringing because your patients aren't informed of when they should expect their eyewear to be ready. Your claims are being rejected because your biller is new and hasn't had proper training. John is late once a week because he has to take his kid to daycare that doesn't open until it's starting time. You run late because your EMR is slow, the result of running on old technology. Often, in our experience, strategic issues are dealt with tactically. You slap a Band-Aid on the issue, only to have it raise its ugly head later. Further, many practices are caught up in old methodology. As just one example, my guess is that a high number of practices call their patients when the patient's eyewear is ready for pickup. In a larger practice, that may be as many as 3,000 calls per year. If you consider that each call takes at least 5 minutes by the time one reviews the patient record, grabs the number, and makes the call, that's 15,000 minutes a year over 6 full work weeks telling patients what could be communicated at the point of sale. Mrs. Jones, our lab typically delivers eyewear in 7 business days. Of course, they deliver in 4 and you allow yourself some wiggle room. What day and time would be best for you to schedule your delivery and fitting? With this method, you then manage only the exceptions, contacting the patient to reschedule the delivery if their eyewear isn't received by the day before their delivery appointment. As a result, instead of investing time communicating to every single patient, your team calls what should be less than 5% of deliveries that don't arrive in time. Further, because if you're scheduling deliveries, your staff is better prepared to work with the patient and increase the value of the delivered product with a good fitting. Root cause analysis. As a leader, you must look for the question behind the question. Why is something happening? It should be a question that is explored at every one of your staff meetings. Our insight at Cleinman Performance Partners is the result of thousands of client interactions and the wisdom that results from sharing at Cleinman Performance Network meetings. Want to jumpstart your practice and your team to a higher level of performance and improved wealth building? Give us a call today for a no-obligation exploration.
We hope you enjoyed Al's message, and if so, please hit that like button. At Cleinman Performance Partners, our team is dedicated to transforming lives through recognized and realized possibilities. We have resources in nearly every aspect of the business of optometry and the experience to help you get where you want to go faster and easier. If you'd like to explore your possibilities or challenges, contact us today at Cleinman.com. We're here to help. For more great videos that educate while they entertain, please subscribe to the Cleinman Performance Partners YouTube channel. Thanks for watching.